Okay, I would like to call to order the Monday, October 15th meeting of the Monona City Council. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Alder Kerr?
Here.
Alder Groupie?
Here.
Alder Moore?
Here.
Alder Spate?
Here.
Alder Wood?
Here.
Alder Kitzler?
Here.
Mayor O'Connor?
Here. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Is there a motion to approve the minutes from the September 17th, September 24th, and October 1st meetings?
I'll move to approve.
Second.
Any corrections or additions? Joan, I just noticed a couple things.
Which one?
Let's see, well, there's two of them. I think some of the pages are just mixed up in the packet.
Oh, I don't know.
So I'm not sure if we need to correct that or not, but page 12 is actually the ending of the September 24th minutes, it looks like, and page 13 is actually the last page of the September 13th minutes.
Okay, yeah, that wouldn't affect the minutes,
Okay.
so that's just
And
other
then,
documents maybe.
okay, it just is confusing when you're reading through
Yeah.
it. And then I just had on page 11,
Tell me which minutes.
uh,
Should be the header.
the October 1st,
Hold on, yes, which page?
no, 11.
I don't have that 11, that numbering. What's the?
Okay, hang on a minute, let me look.
Page 4.
Page 4.
Okay.
At the end of the notes about appointing the committee for the administrator search, it says applications will be narrowed down to 5 to 10 with city council involvement.
Mhm.
I think it will be narrowed down to 5 to 10, and then city council will be involved in the process of interviewing the final candidates. They won't be involved in narrowing them down to 5 to 10.
Okay,
Does
so
that
I'll
make
say
sense?
followed by,
Right, that sounds good.
okay.
And that's it. Anything else, anybody? All in favor of approving the minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes are approved. Next item,
It's fine.
is a proclamation declaring October 23rd, 2018 Pink Day in the city of Monona. Whereas National Breast Cancer Awareness Month educates women about the importance of early detection for breast cancer, and whereas since the inception of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, mammography use has doubled and breast cancer death rates have declined, still many women do not utilize mammography at regular intervals. And whereas mammography is the best available method of detecting breast changes that may be cancer long before physical symptoms can be seen or felt, and breast cancer deaths could decline further if all women age 40 and older receive mammograms at regular intervals. And whereas Monona Fire EMS personnel wear special pink T-shirts throughout the month of October, and whereas the Monona Public Library offers a collection of books, DVDs, picture books, audio books in both English and Spanish, and online resources on breast cancer and women's health, now therefore be it resolved that I, Mary Kay O'Connor, Mayor of the City of Monona, Dane County, Wisconsin, do hereby proclaim Tuesday, October 23rd, 2018 as Pink Day in the City of Monona. I invite all residents and employees of the City of Monona to wear pink on this day and throughout the month of October for National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I urge women and their cities or and their families in the City of Monona to get the facts about mammography. Signed in the City of Monona, Dane County, Wisconsin, this 15th day of October 2018, Mary Kay O'Connor, Mayor. So I will sign that and get that back to you, Joan.
Sure.
Okay, there is no public hearing. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Consent agenda is approved. On to item G1, unfinished business. Item A, consideration of resolution 18-10-2304, approving the 2019-2023 capital improvements program and 2019 capital borrowing, put forth by the mayor. Is there a motion to approve?
Move to approve.
Okay, we have several amendments, 7 amendments, which are summarized on page 15 of your packet. Amendment 1901, which is to add $3,000 to the dispatch radio system upgrade for a battery backup put forth by Alders Groupie and Coor. Joan, do we need a separate motion on each of these, right?
Yes.
Okay, is there a motion? Second? Any discussion or questions? No? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Amendment is approved. Amendment 1902, to add $8,000 for the police entry doors, put forth by Alders Groupie and Coor. Is there a motion to approve?
Second.
Any discussion, questions? Hearing, Jen?
I'd just like to point out, this is a safety thing, it's not, I don't, it's really a optional amendment at this point, so I strongly encourage us to
Okay.
move forward.
Anyone else? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Amendment is approved. Amendment 19-03, to add $5,844 for the library carpet replacement for an updated estimate. Original estimate was $86,000. I think this was to cover the additional cost involved in moving books to allow for the carpet replacement. Put forth by Alder Groupie. Is there a motion to approve?
Second.
Any questions, comments?
I'll just reiterate what Director Clary will mention, which is that in the past we've had library employees attempt to relocate books and shelves, and there was an injury, and so this is to have professionals who have the equipment and tools to do it properly and without injury, so hence the additional cost.
Any other questions, comments? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Amendment 19-04, to add $10,913 for library cabinet upgrades to the library office storage areas, put forth by Alder Groupie. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll move to approve.
Second.
Any questions, comments? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Amendment is approved. Amendment 19-05, to add $75,000 for the Capital City Bike Trail, put forth by Alders Wood and Groupie.
Move approval.
Second.
Any comments?
Unless, I think we've talked about it. If
Questions?
anybody has questions, try to answer them.
No? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Amendment 19-06, to add $1,200 for the historic marker at the Rindall Mound on Monona Drive, put forth by Alder Wood.
Move approval.
Second.
Again, any comments, questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. And finally, item 19-07, to reduce the city's share of the SCBA bottle replacement to $20,000. Put forth by myself. Chief Sullivan brought this to my attention recently. He's applying for a grant to replace the SCABA bottles. If the city does not receive the grant, the difference will be funded from the EMS fund balance rather than borrowing
Move to approve.
for it.
I'll second.
Any comments or questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. That was the last amendment, so all in favor of approving the capital budget as amended, please say aye.
We'll need a roll call for that.
Oh, I'm sorry, roll call.
The Alder Kitzler,
Aye.
Alder Coor,
Aye.
Alder Groupie.
Aye.
Alder Moore,
Aye.
Alder Spate.
Aye.
Alder Wood.
Aye.
Budget is approved. I know we are
record
adjourning. In record time,
Feels
yes.
very official.
Mark, did you want to make any, I guess I should have asked you before, but do you have any comments to make about it now that it is approved?
No. I don't know if you need the final number for the budget number.
You can give it to me, yeah, that'd be awesome.
It's $5,161,867. Just one final thing before, so these are all, we won't borrow for these costs until March, so there could be some changes. We'll also note by the end of the year if there's any fund balance we can apply to some of these projects as far as capital fund balances. If some projects came in under, and we have some extra funds, we would reduce the borrowing for that. Right now, we're kind of on target for what we spent, what we we borrow for what we budgeted, so I don't think there's gonna be much, but there could be, when the final numbers come in, so that's all I have.
Okay. All right, then we will move on to item 1B, consideration of resolution 18-10-2299, approving the release of a sanitary sewer easement at 6809 Mangrove Lane, put forth by the Plan Commission. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll move approval.
I'll second.
Dan?
Okay, thank you, Mayor. In the packet, this is for the release of the sanitary sewer easement for the new extension of the Farrell Equipment lot. It's the release of the sewer easement along the northern portion of the lot line. I believe the question was if we'll ever need that easement again in the future. If Farrell Equipment decides to build something else on the backside of that lot, they'll have an extension they can use through the main structure on the lot. Plus on the redefined lot 2, there is still a sanitary sewer easement along the northern portion there as well, right up to the property line. So if there ever is a need to connect, there is a connection point at the property line, and it still exists going north and south down to Industrial Drive. So the 193 feet, as far as Public Works is concerned, we don't have any issue with that sanitary sewer easement being abandoned.
Okay, and Plan Commission approved this?
Yes, and Public
Also.
Works Committee. Yep.
Does anybody have any questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.
This will be the fastest meeting in history, I think. Item 1C, consideration of resolution 18-10-2300, approval of a 2-lot certified survey map, CSM for Farrell Equipment and Supply, also put forth by the Plan Commission. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
I'll second.
Okay, and Dan, were you going to, or could you address this? Thank you.
I don't know what went on at Plan Commission. But basically, the new lot was purchased from Becton Dickinson. They combined them to the main lot of Farrell Equipment, which fronts Mangrove Lane. The new portion of the property will be used for parking lot, storage, things like that. So I believe that was the gist of what it is as far as Plan Commission goes.
And I think, isn't it true that this was already approved several months ago, or maybe even a year
Yes, it
ago?
was
And
conditionally
they just,
approved by plan, it was also approved by Public Works.
Right.
so-
and it just hadn't been filed, something hadn't been filed in time, so that's why it's back
Correct,
with no changes.
correct.
Anybody have any questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Item is approved. We have no new business. Move on to reports of committees and commissions, et cetera. Alder Coor.
Goodness. Oh,
Open house.
we moved too
too fast,
So quickly,
I'm
I
sorry.
had this in my head. Yes.
Do you want to talk about the open house?
No.
No? Okay, fine.
I'll let you talk.
Okay.
I'm good.
Alder Kitzler.
No report.
Alder Wood.
No report.
Alder Spate.
No report.
Alder Moore.
No report.
Alder Krupke.
The Monona Fire Department open house was yesterday afternoon, and it was, from my perspective as a visitor, a drop-in. It was a real success. There were lots of families and kids there, and the weather was kind enough to allow for fire truck rides. So I just think that's an exciting way for people to get to know the facilities and the people that work in the fire department. So
Cool. City Clerk. Oh, Alder Coor.
Sorry, I did remember what I was going to say. Clearly not enough coffee in my cup. I wanted to do a public thank you to Chief Ostrenga and to the Community Service Officer, Officer Ryder. They did a community meeting on Wednesday night. 70 community members attended.
Wow.
It was a great turnout, and some good discussion was had about safety in the community. So, thanks.
Good.
How many?
70.
So, where was it?
We crammed in the conference room at City Hall.
Ooh.
7. Okay.
That's
It was
a little snug.
cozy.
Everybody was busy that night, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, City Clerk Andrews.
Quickly, that there is absentee voting in person at City Hall from Monday through Friday through November 2nd. And we're open from 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock.
And Interim Administrator Hotaker.
One couple things, operating budget, the operating budget is wrapped up. We'll be getting those books out here fairly soon to the committee. The committee of the whole will be the 24th and the 29th.
Okay, and I think Leah will be sending emails
Well,
when those are ready, is that,
Well, yeah.
or in mailboxes or whatever? Did you have anything else?
No, that's all.
Okay. The search committee for the administrator is currently evaluating the applications, and we will be meeting next Monday, the 22nd, to go over those and narrow them down to a group that we'd like to at least do a Skype interview with. Depending on how many there are, we may go directly to an in-person interview. It just depends, so we'll keep you posted on that. I think other than that, we have 2 appointments. Allison Lenz to the Community Media Committee, effective immediately through May 2019. Mary Rowe, Election Inspector, effective immediately through December 31st, 2019. Is there a motion to approve those?
Move
I'll move.
approval.
Oh, second.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Before we adjourn, are there any other openings for committees right now?
We still have an opening on public safety, and there's an opening on ZBA. Is that right, on the zoning board? So yes, if anyone out there would
Really
like to
fun
apply.
committees.
It's a fun
The
committee?
really fun committees.
Right, okay. Yeah, both of those are Jennifer's committees. So there, if you're interested in applying, you can go to the city website, or if you, what is that found under? Do we just click on how do I apply for a committee? Is that what they would do? And there's an online application, or if you need a print application, you can call City Hall and we could send you one, so. Okay, if there's nothing else, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
For a second, all in favor, say aye.
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 We are adjourned.